Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 1 of Star Wars, The Bad Batch on Disney+. And to give a little bit of perspective on this Dave Filoni creation, I'm like 2 seasons into Clone Wars, so I obviously haven't gotten to the final season where they have like the Bad Batch episodes, so I don't have that perspective. So really the first episode of this, 16 episode season really set these characters up, all performed by D. Bradley Baker. Good for him. Basically him just sitting in a room making a bunch of different voices and talking to himself. Well, and then Michelle Ang as Omega, who's adorable and feisty and a fun little character. But what I appreciate most about this series is like all of the Bad Batch have very distinct personalities, and all of them with their Kiwi accents and replacing all their E's with is. So, and you have Hunter and Wrecker and Echo, Crosshair, who's are one that doesn't really want to play nice with the rest of them and turns into an antagonist and is a really effective antagonist. And you bring out, like, you get to gain that perspective of what happened to Kamino, that transition between clones to stormtroopers, and you get a lot of that mythology of Star Wars filled out in this show. And as a huge Star Wars fan, I thought that was pretty cool. And you get this dynamic between the Bad Batch, and there are a bunch of cool characters, including Rambo. Hunter looks exactly like Rambo, and they all have different personalities and approaches to things and different parts of the team. They work so well as a team. And then you have really cool cameos from like Rex and Cad Bane and Fennec Shand, and you have all of these characters coming in and making appearances. Rhea Perlman's a fun addition as the character Sid in a lot of the episodes. She's sassy. And a lot of these episodes pack a lot of heat. There's a couple, like, out of the 16, there's a couple that feel like, oh, a little disposable. But generally, this is a pretty impactful show. It has a lot of Star Wars mythology going behind it, and a lot of great action, very thrilling, fun characters, depth, some big emotional moments. This 2-part finale, the cliffhanger between episode 15 and 16, is a big deal and really sets up and answers a lot of questions about what happens between Clone Wars and A New Hope, or Rogue One, I guess. And you have all of this going on while still having fun with these characters. They have big emotional arcs. You have this dynamic between them and Crosshair, which I think is really cool, and has a very interesting resolution as this season goes on into its finale. And I really look forward to seeing what other kinds of missions the Bad Batch are going to go on. This isn't a show where it's just like very big steps narratively every single episode. There's definitely going to be those quote-unquote filler episodes where you just get to enjoy the team doing a job. And they all have a great dynamic. Omega is such a wonderful little addition to this crew, and how she interacts with all the different characters is a big, meaningful part of the show and the heart of the show. And overall, I think Star Wars The Bad Batch is a really awesome show. I had a blast watching it, and I'm looking forward to seeing where their stories go next. And I'm sure we'll get that relatively soonish. We'll have to see. Dave Filoni's a very busy man with Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian and all the 50 other things that they're going to be making Star Wars related for Disney+. But honestly, I'm assuming that you get more out of this if you watch Clone Wars. But for me, as somebody who only watched the first 2 seasons and never watched the Bad Batch episodes in the final season, I enjoyed it and understood things plenty. So go check it out. Just wrapped up. Watch all 16 episodes right now on Disney+. But those are my thoughts on Star Wars The Bad Batch. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.